Hello everyone. Welcome to today's webinar on survey customization with Zoho Survey. My name is Raghu, a content writer from the Zoho Survey team, and I'll be your host for today's session. During this webinar, we'll be covering the importance of survey customization, the various customization options available in Zoho Survey, and we'll also have a quick live demo to help you guys understand the process in a much better way. So let's start off with why survey customization is essential. On a basic level, survey customization is something that significantly impacts the response rate of your surveys. So when you customize your surveys, it makes them look more interesting and engaging, which in turn increases the likelihood of people responding to them. And additionally, customization also helps you to gather more relevant data, which in turn provides you with valuable insights for your business. Other than this, customizing your surveys also strengthens your brand's authority and awareness, making it easier for people to recognize your brand and to build trust with you. So, by the end of this webinar, we are sure that you will have a better understanding of the different features that our survey application has to offer and how to use them to create much more effective surveys. So, let's dive in to have a look at the different customization options. The first one we are having is the header and footer option. So, when it comes to any survey, the start of the survey and the end part are are the parts that draw in a lot of attention, and it's essential to engage your audience by customizing these parts. Like you can directly add your service logo and customize the service title from the spot. You can use an image that makes people understand what your survey is about, or you can have your brand's logo over here, and that would give a better appeal. Um, then the title in the same way can be set to convey what your survey is about in a much accurate manner. So we recommend you to customize the header and footer contents of your survey from this spot, so that it helps you with branding, navigation, and engagement. Next, we have terms and conditions. So let's say you're conducting a research survey at a medical research center, and you want to ask a respondent consent to confirm if the participating people are okay with sharing the medical information. So this terms and conditions feature is the one for it. It provides you with information about the protection of respondent data, their consent, liability, and intellectual property, and also can be used in your survey to make respondents aware of any specific requirements that must be met for the survey participation. Next, we have preferences. The preferences section is a part that allows you to show the progress bar, question numbers, previous button, and rename the button field labels in your survey. Because these small changes are the ones that help in providing a much more better user experience to your participants. It simply makes the survey process look organized and interesting. So other than that, you can also enable captcha from this place for additional security. Then you can also choose the type of response preferences to generate different types of public urls to share your responses. So only when you choose a particular type over here, the corresponding information can be downloaded from the reports. Then we have the save and continue later feature. So sometimes your customer might leave your survey halfway due to some reason. That's when this option will be useful to you. Like you can allow the respondent to leave the survey and get them back to answering the survey from the point that they left. And so other than that, you can customize the notification email that is to be sent to the customer from this place, so that you can remind the customer about continuing the survey. So while doing this, you can also notify the customer that they'll be getting a new coupon when they submit the response for the survey. So these kind of tricks can lure them in to complete their response for your survey. Next off, we have languages. So when you're conducting a survey with audience of different languages, for a wider reach you can use this feature. For example, if you are distributing a survey in India, you can have the default language as English, and add other languages like Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam, etc, etc, for the survey to get a much more wider audience. Because this is one thing that every survey distributor would want. And additionally, the language of the survey will automatically change as per the default language of the respondent's browser. uh, and this will be a great advantage for you in increasing the survey experience. Then we have the introduction page. So, if you're conducting a survey on employee satisfaction, you can use the introduction page to explain to the employees on why the survey is being conducted now, and how the results will be used. So, the introduction page is a dedicated page that your audience would be looking up to know about your survey. And this page gives a detailed description on what the survey is about and what kind of data is expected from the audience. So it can be customized and made engaging with pictures and videos that will be explaining the purpose of the survey, and at the same time you can also use it to increase your brand's awareness as well. Because when you take an effort to let the customer know about uh, why you are getting information from them, it in turn builds their trust on you, and uh, give a better appeal to your brand as well. So next we have the survey end page. So when you have a survey regarding car enthusiasts and bike enthusiasts, you can redirect the bike lovers to a blog about bikes, and the car enthusiasts to a blog about cars. Just remember that this is the last page of your survey, and that it should leave a good impression of your brand in the respondent's mind during the end. Only then you would have established a good relationship with the audience. So we are moving on to timer. This timer feature is one thing that can be used in various places like classroom evaluations, quiz programs, academic research, polling, and other timed surveys. For instance, an online exam can be conducted by setting a timer for 60 minutes, after which the students will be taken to the end page automatically. And when surveys are timed, they basically tend to make respondents more aware and responsible about the survey and its questions. So this part would be this feature would be a great highlight in case you're planning to make timed surveys. Other than that, when it comes to timers, Zoho Survey has two types of timers. One are survey timers, which are set for the whole survey, and the second one is page timers, which can be set for specific pages as well. Then we'll be moving on to the close survey page. Um with the close survey page, you can set up a specific cutoff date to close the survey. For example, if you are distributing a survey on the event of Christmas, and you want to stop receiving responses a day prior to it, this page can be shown on why the survey is closed and why it won't be receiving any further responses. Then we have the response editing restriction page. Like when your customer has submitted a response and wants to change the responses, but you do not want to allow those changes. In that case, you can use this page to explain them why the responses can't be edited anymore, by giving them a well informed and polite message from your end. Next, we have the survey disqualification page. Survey disqualification page is one thing that can be used to briefly inform participants that they do not qualify for a survey and thank them for their time. It can be also used to provide feedback or offer an incentive for their participation and provide other surveys or studies that the respondents might qualify for. So the key is to make the message concise and clear while being polite and professional at the same time. Then we have the IP address restriction page. So let's say you want to set the survey to be accessed only by a series of IP addresses of people belonging to the sales team, and say that the survey is meant only for the sales team. This page lets you convey the information to the other teams. So you can say that the survey is meant only for a particular department or for a group of people, and it will help the respondent understand the situation in a better way. Then we have the quota and survey over quota page. Quota is one of the new features that we've come up with, and it helps you to limit the number of responses that your survey may collect in each collector or in the entire survey. So there are three types of quota in Zoho Survey. The first one is survey quota, then collector quota, and the third one is conditional quota. So the responses that are collected above the quota limit will be marked as over quota, and that is when the survey over quota page will be displayed. Finally, we have the social media preview. So when you share your survey link on any social media platform, customizing the preview or image or description will help you in engaging with the audience in a better way, because this makes the survey visually appealing and thereby gathers better audience engagement and click-through rate. So for those kind of things, you can use the social media preview from here. Now let's go ahead for a quick live demo. So here we are beginning with the header. As you can see, the header has the options to add a survey logo, and you can do this by clicking the browse button. Then you can use the actual survey name in the header, or you can type in a new customized name from here, and by clicking save you can save the changes. Then we have the footer. Here you can change the footer contents as per your preferences through this rich text editor. You have options to insert links to other pages and insert images as well. Then we have the preferences. From here you can choose the different preference options that you would want to display in your survey. You can rename the button fields and choose the response preferences. Then we have the languages option. Here you can set the default language for your survey, and you can add the additional languages for your survey. While doing this, when you select a particular language and click next, you'll have three different types of translation that you can choose from. So we are having the default Google Translate option. Then we have the manual option through which you can translate surveys by downloading the contents as a spreadsheet. And finally, we have the editor option through which you can directly input the translated contents. Then we've got the introduction page. Once you click enable, it will be displayed. From here you can enter the title of the survey and the description, and then change the button field label over here. Then we've got the terms and conditions. In the same way, you can update the description over here, and also give a particular condition label for it as per your requirement. Then we've got the timer. By clicking add timer, you can select what kind of timer you'd want to use in your survey. You can choose the survey timer or the page timer, and once you click next, you'll be taken to the option where you can choose the timer for a particular page. Then we have the save and continue later option. From here, you can choose the option for response modification, and you can customize the notification email as well. Then we have the quota. We have the survey quota, collector quota, and the conditional quota over here. So you can view all the responses that a particular survey or a particular collector has collected from this place. And next, you got the survey end page. Here you can navigate the response to a different page, give them a custom message, and use different kinds of end pages for different kinds of surveys. It's your option to choose from over here as per your purpose. And once done, you can click save. Then we have the survey over quota page, which displays when you continue to collect responses as over quota. Then we have the survey disqualification page, which will be displaying a custom message, or will be redirecting the respondent to a particular page once the job is done. You have the options for them by selecting the different checkboxes over here. Next, we have the response editing restriction page. You can customize the contents of this through the rich text editor. Then we've got the IP address restriction page. Yeah, so you can edit the contents of this one as well in the same way. Then we have the close survey page. When your survey is closed from getting any more responses, you can use this page to provide a customized message to your respondents. And finally, we have the social media preview, which will be displaying your survey on the social media platforms. So the way in which it has to be displayed can be customized from over here. You can give a specific text that you want, or you can use a different image for your survey, and you can also change the description of your social media preview. Once done, just click save. So now we have come to the end of the session, and I hope it was useful to you. And thank you for providing us with this opportunity to let you guys know about the various customization options in Zoho Survey. Thank you.